Good morning everyone, the Retem region is finally available for all of us, and oh my god, the music is so good. There's so much content to do and I'm loving it. I really love how everyone I know is coming into the game and they're just like, oh my god, it's so cool, and there's just so much excitement and hype for the game. Oh, I think it's actually a meteor shower right now. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that meteor shower is over here. It's so nice. The graphics, the ambience, the music, everything is so fabulous. But I know some of you guys have some burning questions on how to progress, how to get battle power so that you can do the urgent quest, because that does require quite a bit of battle power. So in today's video, we're going to be answering all of those questions. But first of all, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily. So if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so when you first log into the game, you're still going to be in Central City in Aelio. So what you want to do is complete the main quest. So you do not need to do Ina's side quest, by the way. Basically, you're just going to get a little message from Crawford. He's going to give you a briefing and he's going to tell you to go to Retem. And in order to do that, you don't need to follow the silly waypoints. The waypoints make you run like here into here into here. It makes you run all zigzaggy. What you can do is immediately teleport to Vanford Laboratories and just run straight up, and you'll just cross this bridge. You'll get this little animation. Once you cross the bridge, you'll be in Retem and everything will be good. Then just follow the main storyline. Alright, just focus on the main storyline until you hit a wall. Then you can focus on leveling. Now there are many ways to level or simply increase your battle power. One of the most popular ways, or the easier ways in order to increase your battle power, is simply by skill points. So we have a total of 6 new cocoons and 1 tower in the Retem region. So up here at North Retem, you can see we've got 2. We've got Buddy Attack over here, as well as Narrow Cage. Then in West Retem, we have Vanishing Path over here. Then we're going to scroll down to South Retem. You've got 1 Parkour Master at the very bottom left. Now keep in mind, you cannot go to Mount Picot and try to glide over. There is a barrier over here which restricts you. And then we've got a cocoon at Central Retem. This is probably going to be the first cocoon you find when you're just traveling through the storyline, because it literally is like right in your face. So just blast through it. Even at level 20, I was able to complete this very easily. And the last cocoon is Runaway 2. So this cocoon is a little bit hard to find because it's in between 2 zones. Actually, let me just show you. So you're just going to teleport here. And once you teleported here, you're going to run downwards over here towards the loading screen, or the barrier. I guess there's no loading screen, it's just a barrier. So you see over here, there's this like white barrier right here. So basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna jump straight down. So you're gonna jump straight down this barrier, and voila, here is the cocoon. All right. So once you've completed all of those cocoons, you're simply gonna run over here to the skill point allocator person, or the class counter, talk to him, and go to learn class skill. Then whatever extra skill points you have, you want to allocate them and use them all. This includes your main class and your subclass. This will boost your battle power significantly, so make sure to do that. Once that is done, if you're still having a little bit of trouble progressing through the story, then the next thing is leveling up. Leveling up is extremely easy in the Retem region because it's not grind focused, it's actually quest focused. So what you want to do in Retem is you actually want to do side quests. There is an NPC over here which is my favorite right here, Grad. What you want to do is you want to talk to Grad, and he will give you 100,000 EXP for handing him 5 rocks. So first one is 5 monotites, he gives you 100,000 EXP. Then 5 duomites, he gives you another 100. And then I think it's 5 trinites, and he gives you another 100 or 200k EXP. He gives you a lot of EXP for just giving him junk items, which is really nice. So in order to see if NPCs have quests or not, what you want to look for is this little symbol. You see this symbol on top of these guys' heads, how they've got like this little list or something. That means they have a side quest. You talk to them and you're gonna see right here the courage to fight. And what you want to do is you just want to pick up every single side quest. So if you are free to play like me, remember we can only pick up 20 quests at a time. However, you know, basically just pick up all the side quests from the NPCs. Now I would advise against picking up Leah May's quests immediately, because she does have a lot of side quests. As we can see over here, she has a total of like 16 side quests, I believe, but the thing is the rewards aren't that great. You can see over here the EXP is like 25,000 versus handing 5 rocks and getting 100,000. So you want to do the other side quest first. You don't want to do Leah Maze immediately. So again, when you come to Retem City, you're just going to be looking for these little list symbols on the people's heads. However, if you can't seem to find these people and you want an easier time, just press M on your keyboard and you can see on your mini map that there's the list thing, and this is a lot easier to find the people. So you can see over here that there's a list symbol right here, and I'm just like, where is this NPC? Well, this NPC is actually way above us up there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run over here and we're gonna jump all the way to the top. Jump here. And here is the NPC. See, so he's hiding all the way up here, and what you want to do is you want to simply talk to him. He's gonna have some quest, and voila, here is their quest. You can see here it gives you another 100,000 EXP for heading to a marker location. That is so crazy. That is a ton of EXP. And this is literally how you're going to be leveling up all the way to level 30. Extremely easy. Now, if you want to push it to level 31, 32, it's definitely possible. But just getting to level 30 is extremely easy by just doing these side quests, because it's 100k, 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 200k over here. You can see there is so much EXP over here to be earned. Now, of course, you know, I did accept Leah May's quest over here, which is only 25,000 EXP. But it's these big hitting ones which will level you up extremely quickly. Now, don't worry, these are one time per character, so if you do have ults, you can do the same thing with them as well in order to level them up extremely quickly. Now, there's one quest which is a little bit tricky, and that is this one over here, obtain Stella Fragments. Now, a lot of people are going to be very confused on what the hell a Stella Fragment is. So in order to find these Stella Fragments, all you need to do is teleport up here to the mountain road east. Once you're here, you're going to simply look up and you're going to see that there's these golden stones floating over here. These are the Stella Fragments. Now make sure that you have accepted the quest before you pick these up. I don't know the spawn rate of when these actually respawn, but you need to have the quest before picking them up, because if you pick them up before picking up the quest, then it does not auto complete, and a lot of quests are like that. There's one where you have to like gather fruit or something, and if you've gathered the fruit beforehand, it doesn't auto complete. You actually have to wait until the fruit respawns, gather them again, and then hand it in. It's kind of weird like that. Now, the next question a lot of people have been asking me is it worth running the Aelio Triggers, the Aelio version of the Aelio Triggers? And the answer is no. Unfortunately, you only get 4,000 EXP for running the Aelio Triggers when you're around level 25, 26, so it is not really worth running the Aelio Triggers. I would rather save them in case you start leveling up a new class, then you can just level them up really quickly by using these. However, the Aelio Retem Triggers are worth it until level 31. So as long as you're below level 31, you'll be getting around 8,000 EXP per Aelio Trigger. So it's still decent EXP, but it doesn't beat out questing. There's nothing that beats out questing right now, because 100,000 for literally killing like 15 enemies or gathering 5 materials or 10 fruits or whatever, it's unbeatable. There's nothing in the game that gives you more EXP than questing. So just do all the side quests, and that is the fastest way to level up and gain a ton of battle power. Now, the next question I got asked frequently as well was, is it worth going back to Aelio to do the urgent quest? And for most people, I would say no, it is not worth it, because you only get 7,000 EXP for doing the urgent quest, at least when I was level 24, 25. So it's probably even lower now that I'm level 30. So probably not worth it. However, I do understand that a lot of people can't do the Retem urgent quest yet, because it does require 1688 battle power, which is quite high. So what you want to do is, again, focus on the side quests, level up, level up, level up. Now, if questing is not your cup of tea and you would rather just grind and go to a combat zone, there are 2 combat zones in Retem. So the first one is in the west over here, Retem Al Noth, and the second one is down here in the east at the lower levels. So these are the 2 combat zones. Now, there is a special trial in both zones where all these tornadoes spawn. When these tornadoes spawn, you're going to notice that there are these purple crystals that float around the tornadoes. If you pick up one of these crystals, it automatically fills up your photon blast gauge to full, so you can instantly use a photon blast. Now, there is a 10-second cooldown before you can pick up another one, but basically if you are in a full party, 8 people can pick up those crystals and just photon blast the boss and just blow it to hell. It's really cool, really satisfying, and it's just really fun because everyone's just like photon blasting, bang, 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 and it's like every 10 seconds everyone gets a photon blast. So during those trials, definitely go for those crystals and just blow the boss out of the water because it's very satisfying. And last but not least, don't forget about your dailies. Your dailies are also a very good source of EXP. You're gonna get 100,000 EXP plus a little bit more every single day. So make sure to blast through your dailies because, you know, it's a really good source of EXP. Now, of course, there are the sandstorms. So as we can see right now, this is a sandstorm. When this happens, what you want to do is just go to a combat zone and get your PSE bursts. During sandstorms, it's actually a lot easier to see these little stella fragments. I don't know, they just stand out a lot easier during sandstorms. Also keep in mind, gigantics do spawn during sandstorms, so you do need to be a little bit careful when doing exploration zones when this happens, alright? Future Care over here, I forgot to mention one more thing, and that is of course the title system. You guys may be noticing that when you're just running around killing stuff, doing stuff, that you just suddenly get a bunch of SG tickets. This is because the title system auto redeems itself. So the moment you achieve a title, it automatically credits you with the star gem ticket. So it just goes straight into your inventory. So this is why you can see over here that I'm sitting on like almost 400 star gems just in tickets, because it just automatically boop goes into your inventory. Now unfortunately, the only way to use this is you have to use it one at a time. This is Sega's way of torturing us, but hey, it's free star gems, so I ain't complaining. Now the last tip I have for you guys is of course hunting down these red boxes. Don't forget, your mag has the ability to find red boxes now. In order to activate that ability, what you want to do is press escape, go to gear/sub palette over here, and go to mags. And right here you can activate sonar target settings. Once you click on this, you want to tick item container red. Once you've ticked this, you can see my Hatsune Miku is now scanning the red box over here. Now, in order to understand how the little sonar thing works is the more frequent it scans, it means the closer the item. So you can see that I'm standing right next to it, so the scanner is going crazy. It's literally scanning it like every 3 seconds, telling me that, hey, there's a red box over here. So you can use the active sonar ability in order to find all the red boxes in the Retem region. There are 2 armor pieces which you can get from these red boxes. There's one that gives you a lot of photon points or PP. However, it doesn't give you damage, I believe. So it's really a trade-off. It's really up to you. I'm gonna wait until Uber does all the math because he's the math guy, he's the smart guy. I personally don't know if it's better or worse, but it's a 5-star armor, so it gives you more defense, but I don't know if it's worth giving up the damage. For me personally, I'm happy to give up the damage in order to spam more abilities, to be more tanky, be more healthy, but I know there are people who really want to focus on damage and go those glass cannon builds. If you want to go glass cannon, then maybe the new armors aren't really worth it. We're gonna have to wait and see. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
Can I say except you're welcome for the